Come with me to do a general clean on this kitchen. And every now and then, I like to do free cleans for my clients, so this one is a freebie today. And you might be like, bitch, why? And it's because even though I monetize from my videos, what really keeps me going are my regular clients. But I'm not gonna lie, 90% of the time that I tell a client they don't have to pay me, their first reaction is, what happened? So I'm like, maybe a discount would be less sketchy? I don't know. But I do free cleans for people I don't know, my friends, family, my husband, so I might as well do them for my clients too. And if you see the mark on my arm, I burned the shit out of myself making some banana muffins the other day. As for my feet, I was comfy today, okay? But anyways, back to this clean. Once the dishwasher is loaded, I scrub this sink with some Dawn dish soap, Barkeeper's Friend, rinse it down, and then dry it with some paper towels at first and go back over it with a clean, dry microfiber. And once I put this little thing back on, we move on to the stovetop. And here's your reminder to smile, bitch. It's not so bad. Speaking of, does anybody know that old Gary Allen song, It's Not So Bad? Makes me wonder what he's doing today, because he was going through it in 2005. But anyways, once I finish up this stovetop with some glass cleaner, I get onto the outside of the microwave. And even though the inside of appliances typically aren't part of a general clean, I thought, what the hell? So I give the inside a quick wipe, do the area around it, and get onto the rest of the countertops. And on granite or marble countertops, I usually use the Wyman quartz and stone. But I had a client suggest the Method Daily Granite Cleaner, so I decided to give it a try. And the Method is a little watery compared to the Wyman's, which has a thicker consistency. But other than that, they both smell really good, and I think they do just about the same job. So yeah, there's your review that nobody asked for. And they left that whole bottle of Woodford out for me. How nice was that? I'm just kidding. I don't drink on the job anymore. But for real, could you imagine hiring a cleaner and they show up sober and leave drunk? This ain't a construction company now. But once I'm done with those countertops, I get on to wiping down this table with some Pledge wood oil and a clean, dry microfiber. And since I wipe down the outside of appliances, I also get the outside of the fridge, stove, and dishwasher. And a lot of times refrigerators with a water dispenser will get this buildup here in the bottom. And so far, the most effective thing for me has been a non-scratch sponge and some CLR. And I typically let that CLR sit for about 10 minutes, but today I didn't, and it still came out pretty good. And at this point, I still have about 5 rooms to go. But as always, the last thing I'm doing in this room are these floors. And if you follow me, you may know that I always save the bathrooms for last, and somebody asked me why. And it's really for the sake of mopping. That way I'm not mopping other rooms with the same water I mop the bathroom with. And nobody better come at me for not moving this table. These floors are beautiful and I don't want to risk it. But I will move the chairs, okay? And like a silly goose, I forgot to take any after clips, so you're getting one of the pictures I sent the client when I left. But anyways, thanks for watching. See you next time. Love you. Bye.